since we just had a chilled out catch up. I've been vlogging a lot about my motorcycle adventures recently, but in between all of that, there have been a lot of other things going on. So I thought today I'd just drink my cup of tea and catch you up on some interesting things that I've been up to. Now, diving straight in, back in October, some friends from the village that I grew up in came to visit. They were going on holiday to South Africa, but that all fell through, and they ended up asking me if I thought that Rwanda was a good place to come on holiday. And of course I said, yeah, sure, come on. So they got on a plane and they spent, I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks traveling around Rwanda. They went everywhere, like all of the 5 provinces, had an amazing time. The day after they arrived, I took them for a beer safari at Quasar Brewery. So Quasar is a women-run, women-led brewery in Kigali, and you can take a beer safari, which is where you taste a little bit of all of the beers that they have. It was a bit tricky because they didn't actually tell us what each of the beers were, it was quite hard to identify them, but it was still fun, and we got them in line from like the one that we liked the best to the one that we liked the least. So that was really nice. And then we headed off to Habashi, which is a really cute little Ethiopian restaurant down behind the convention centre. It's a brilliant place to go if you haven't had Ethiopian before, because you can get a sort of a mixer, a taster plate, where they put lots of different dishes on a huge sheet of injera bread. So injera bread is very, very Ethiopian food, and it's called injera bread, but it's more like a soft springy pancake. If you've had an English crumpet, it's kind of that spongy texture, and you just tear a little bit off and you dip it in the food and you taste it and you eat it. And that is a really nice introduction to Ethiopian food. Because there were 3 of us, we also had a lamb curry in the middle, which helped to bulk that out a bit, and it was really, really good. And they also do really nice sizzling plates, so sizzling meat plates that they bring over a candle to keep it warm. So yeah, I really like Habashi. So yeah, they had a fantastic time, and they went with my friend Leandra's company called Ultimate Travel. So this isn't a sponsored video, but if you're looking for a really great tour guide in Rwanda, I shall leave Leandra's contact below. He's a really great guy. And it was also a bit weird for me seeing them out of context, because they're really good friends with my mum and Merrick, and usually I see them in the pub back home in the village where I grew up, so it was a bit weird seeing them kind of here in Rwanda as well. But no, we had a great time. So something else that has been happening recently is the rain. Oh my goodness, it's been raining. We are currently in the short rainy season. So we have the short rainy season, the short dry season, the long rainy season, the long dry season, the short rainy season again. And at the moment we are in that short rainy season, and it has been raining. Oh my goodness, it's been raining. The sky is a really ominous sort of purpley pink colour. It's very strange. It's very still out there. Thinking there might be a bit of a storm tonight. Still a bit of sunlight up there, but if you look over here, it's completely dark. That looks like a big old rain cloud. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and there is a biblical flood going on outside. I drifted off to sleep to the sound of a little bit of light pitter-patter rain, and then I was woken up by just this deluge. Yeah, I'm not in any fit state to exist right now. It was just torrential. And of course, all of the houses here have tin roofs, so it's like being inside this massive drum when it starts raining. So last night as I was going to sleep, it was actually all right. It was quite pitter patter on the roof, and then like just oh, for hours it went. My first ever house in Kisimenti was actually a thatched roof. Oh, and it was so nice, because when it rains on a thatched roof, it's really, really soft. I think I was never really ever woken up by the rain when I had a thatched roof, but the tin roofs, oh my goodness me, just
Yikes. But we all made it through. The cats were very eager to be fed this morning. None of us have drowned, which is a good start to the day. All right, I'm up and dressed and feeling a lot better. I'm just about to go over to my friend's restaurant because she's been asking how to make a full English breakfast. So there used to be one restaurant in Kigali that did that. And unfortunately it's closed down, so I don't think there's anywhere doing a proper English breakfast anymore. We thought we found somewhere and we emailed them to say, you know, are you doing the English breakfast? And they said, yeah, sure, just turn up. And I said, that's fantastic, do we need to book? And they said, no, just let us know if you prefer chicken or beef. And I was sitting there thinking, chicken or beef? In an English breakfast? No.
So yeah, I've talked about what goes into an English breakfast before. My mum makes an incredible English breakfast. A huge shout out to my mum's full English. People often ask what's in a full English breakfast. Well, it's mushrooms, beans, sausages, tomato, bacon, fried bread, eggs, and this special delicacy here, black pudding, which is a type of blood sausage. Put that all together and you've got a full English. So an English breakfast is always pork. Unless you've got dietary restrictions for, say, religious or health reasons, it's always pork. You've got pork sausages, back bacon, and black pudding, which is a sausage made from pig's blood. You can't find that one in Rwanda, but the other two you can. And really, it's not about the quality. It's about the calories and the flavour. And in England, we literally call a cafe that serves a good English breakfast, we call it a greasy spoon because there is so much fat and grease involved in these breakfasts that literally it is a heart attack on a plate. If you haven't got coronary artery disease afterwards, it wasn't a good breakfast.
So I'm just heading over to teach my friend how to make that, and she might be putting it on the menu. We need to kind of cost everything up and see if it's worth it, but if it is, and if she does it, I will let you know below.
There's this place in town called the German Butchery, which is like the mecca of all meat products, but even there I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, so we ended up ordering it online through Tuma 250.
The proper English breakfast. That is it, girl, you got it. That's absolutely perfect.
So this is it: fried bread, fried eggs, mushrooms, bacon, beans, grilled tomato and sausage. And very importantly, a dab of HP sauce, which stands for Houses of Parliament sauce. It's kind of a sweet, slightly spicy vinegar sauce.
Morning guys, so I'm heading off for brunch with the ladies. There's a group of us, we kind of meet up for brunch. It used to be sort of every other week, but nowadays it's a bit further between because we've all got a lot going on. I haven't seen them since before I went to the UK, so it's been about 4 months. And we're meeting up at our friend Cindy's new bar. So my friend Cindy, I've known her for years and years and years, since I was first in Rwanda. And she has had so many fun projects. She opened Envy, which is a nightclub that a lot of people know in town. She's been involved in so many things, and she's opened a new bar called Time, and it's over in Kimihurura near Mamba Club. So we're heading over there for a fun brunch and a catch up, and you know, just a really chill Sunday afternoon.
Which way are we going? This way?
Yeah, this way. I like it. I like the decoration.
Ooh, very nice. And a big outside. It was a really nice morning, and I love what Cindy's done with the space. If anyone remembers the sushi place, Kiseki, this used to be it. But I didn't even recognise it, it's changed so much. out in the backyard, but as it wasn't really open yet, the chef rustled up a mishmash of what he had in the kitchen. There was also Prosecco, but as I was on my bike, I stuck to a nice cup of tea.
Hi guys, so we're just about to head over to Gikondo because it is almost the 5th of November. Now, if you're British, you will know exactly what that means. And if you're not, you probably haven't got a clue. But every year, the 5th of November in the UK is Bonfire Night. And straight up, because there is no easy way to explain this, it is a celebration of burning the Catholics. Yay! I didn't invent it, all right? I didn't invent it, but it is a really big celebration in the UK where we have huge bonfires, we let off lots of fireworks, we drink a lot, and we basically burn an effigy of Guy Fawkes, who a long time ago attempted to blow up the king. It was a really long saga. If you want to understand it, if you want to know what it's all about, I did a video last year where I explain it, and it goes into all the detail about why we celebrate this in the UK. It doesn't really touch on whether or not we should, but it explains why we do. So yeah, every year, round about the 5th of November, my friend Jo, who lives over in Gikondo, she holds a bonfire night for the British community, where we go along and we indoctrinate children into the joys of throwing people on bonfires and waving sparklers. So it is just a thing. So I'm going to head over there now. I'm taking a public moto because I am probably going to have a drink or two. And on the way, we have to stop off and get crisps, because we are on crisp duty today and we need to take lots of crisps with us. So let's go. We're just popping into Sawa City, which is like a really popular supermarket here. We're just going to grab some crisps really quickly and keep going.
This is amazing. They've got dreamies. I've never seen these here before. So where are the crisps? Around here somewhere. All the crisps you could ever want. Some winners. Okay, I think we're done. What we got? Oh, baked potatoes! Hooray! Lots of baked potatoes.
Is that typical for this holiday?
Yeah. To be honest, winter time. Yeah. Oh, those are the. What are these? Cheesy beans.
Yes.
Oh, they smell amazing. And this is a mulled wine, which is very traditional at this time of year. In Germany, they call it Glühwein. It's basically hot red wine with a little bit of orange juice, some fruit and spices in it. So cloves and ginger and all good things. It's usually about 4 degrees at the moment in the UK, but it's probably about 25 or 6 here at the moment. So not quite the same atmosphere, but it's still very, very yummy. Spilling half of it. Ah, I made a mess of that. Oh, this is amazing. Toffee apples. As more guests arrived, the kitchen began to fill up until we had an incredible midwinter feast. There are also marshmallows, which we'll get to in a bit. Jo has the most incredible view from her garden. It really is a beautiful place to stand and watch the sunset. This is the bonfire and the safety precautions. There are also games like apple bobbing and eating donuts from a string with your hands behind your back. entertaining festival. We spend most of our time telling children not to play with fire. Then on Bonfire night, we actively hand them a flame and tell them to wave it around. Here's the marshmallows being toasted over the bonfire. I got a marshmallow, or a s'more as the Americans call it. And this is the guy, representing Guy Fawkes, the man who tried to assassinate the king. I have to admit, I was really sad to see this waistcoat go. I would have worn that.
Burn the guy! Burn the guy! Burn the guy! Burn the guy! Burn the guy!
Oh, he's burning well. I really still want that waistcoat. Do you mind if I pop in and get it? I do understand exactly how this looks to non-Brits. Not helped when someone decides to roast a marshmallow over Guy Fawkes' burning head. I can only apologise. Then it was time to head home, pardon the pun, full of mulled wine, crisps and toffee apple.
Morning guys, bit of a busy day today. This morning we're heading over to Kigali Genocide Memorial in Gisozi because they've got an event on at the weekend and they've just moved a piano over there and it needs to be tuned.
Very, very cool.
I really enjoy concert tunings because you know that the piano is going to be an integral part of the performance, enjoyed by lots of people. In this case, the First Lady, Janet Kagame, attended the event, so it was important to get it sounding good. I had a second concert tuning the following week.
So today we're at the Goethe Institute and they're having a concert in a few days, so I'm here to tune their piano. So I've just started and so's the rain, and this is what it does to the tuning apparatus. So it makes it kind of difficult to tune when it's raining heavily. Yeah, you really can't tune underneath a plastic sheet outside in a rainstorm. You're going to have to just sit for a minute and hope it eases up. I think this is going to be a very long day. Though, and saw this on my way out. On the way home, I popped into the cake shop at Marriott to place an order. It's a delight to look around. Okay guys, so today is my friend's birthday, so we're just heading down the road to a restaurant called Sake, and I've ordered a very special cake from Marriott, which is supposed to be a Snickers cake, so I'm quite excited to see what it looks like. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
It is.
Is it frozen?
It's come out. Yes, it's come out of our fridge. It's hard chocolate.
Oh, is it?
Okay, we're gonna saw this so we don't. Oh, Joanna, there you go. The mother lode right here.
Maybe it's like an ice creamy.
It's going to come in pieces. It will not look elegant. Oh, there is actual something. Is there an actual Snickers?
Absolutely
Something like a Snickers.
fascinating.
Oh my god, she's just gonna shove now.
Yes, it's not. But look at it's like nougat and
Oh, is it like this sort of caramel or
yes,
something?
that's why it's so hard to cut.
Thank you very much.
Looks like dog food.
So the cake from Marriott was definitely an experience. You had to kind of hack your way in there. We kind of discovered that it was coated in very thick chocolate, and then in the middle was a huge lump of sort of caramel, and I guess maybe it wasn't very runny or it hadn't thawed out properly because it was really hard to cut into that. Chantel is an absolute fan of the Marriott cheesecake, and I second it. Their blueberry cheesecake from the Marriott is absolutely heavenly. It is divine. But as Theo often says,
shit runs out.
Shit runs out here, and they didn't have any of the cream cheese that they used to make the cheesecake. So that's why I went for this one. But now we know, and Marriott do some fantastic cakes. I've done a video before about having brunch at Marriott because they do this Sunday spread that will make your eyes pop out of your head. You know, it's an amazing place to go. They've got a room that is completely filled with chocolate. But I'll leave their cake list below. So if you're having a birthday or something, check it out. Again, when the cheesecake is in season, it is worth it. So that's the end of my epic catch up for this month. And if you've enjoyed it and if you like the content that I make, you can now buy me a coffee. I'll leave the link below, and it's just a way to keep me caffeinated so that I have got the energy to continue to produce videos. So cheers, and I shall see you in the next one.